Hi, this is Tom Alston, and I want to talk to you a little bit about our new social media service called Focus Scatter. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about how we got to being able to deliver this service to you. In September, I made a decision to stop bragging about being an analog guy getting along in a digital world, and I decided to embrace the technology of social media and video. Obviously, that's why I'm bringing this to you in video. I created a situation where historically we've been sending out about 1 million emails a month, and I have about 100 articles that I've written in the past or videos that I've made, and I have about 200 client testimonials, and I have those on 2 separate lists, and I call those Ferris Wheels because instead of being, let's say, a list on an Excel spreadsheet is 100 items, and those items are the URL locations on my website where I've posted those articles or videos. So instead of looking at them on a 2-dimensional thing, I called it a Ferris wheel because it spins when it gets 1 through 100, then it goes back to the top. Why do I repeat those? Because years ago, when I used to have the world's largest race car company, and I was spending at that time about $500,000, which in today's money is about $1 million or $1.5 million, depending upon whose finance figures you buy off on. I discovered that the most important thing about advertising was repetition. And from that, I gleaned that what it meant was that you had to send your message out consistently, over time, and repeat it. Why is that true? That's true because advertising reaches people at any given moment of the day, and most people pay no attention to it. If it arrives nowadays in their email box at a point where they're thinking about where they might need that service, then it's timely. Any other time, it's a waste of your time and effort. So you have to send stuff out constantly. I used to send out my client testimonials once, and then one day I was sitting and it dawned on me that I had at that time, I think, 100 client testimonials. If I sent out once a week, I got 1.5 years, so nobody would notice that I was reposting old testimonials. First of all, just from the quantity, if you just do the math on it, you realize that's true. Secondarily, if you realize that it's only in their inbox for a short amount of time, they look at it, they either something about it catches their eye and they dive into it, or they just hit delete, or they hit unsubscribe, whatever they want to do to reject that, okay? So I realized that I was misapplying the feature of repetition. So I started spinning those wheels, those Ferris wheels of the 200 testimonials and the 100 articles or videos, okay? And sales went up. And I was, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I realized that I should do the same on social media. Now, every person that I talked to told me that you don't deal with social media that way. People will complain. Well, I wrote an article called WTF, and you decide what that means, is spam. All spam is advertising that if you think it's spam, it's because you don't want to pay any attention to it. Hey, you know what? I used to sit in front of my waste paper basket. I'd go out to the post office, and I'd go out to my mailbox, and I'd pick up all that stuff, and I'd open it over my waste basket, and I'd make a decision about it without even opening it. You have a right to do that. Go ahead. Do it. It doesn't mean I should stop trying to tell you about something that I think you need, and I'm right, okay? Because if I don't promote my services to you, I don't promote my articles to you, if I don't promote my client testimonials to you on a continual basis, you're never going to see them. You're never going to see them. And I want everybody on planet Earth to see what I have to say. So that's why I do it with such repetition. In a subsequent issue of a video, I'm going to explain to you a little bit further about how I've melded my old-time viewpoint towards repetition with the internet.